This is video footage from this Saturday, a couple of days ago. I checked the bark beetle traps again. They have been out for almost a month and a half here, and it's not extreme. It's not more. It feels like I haven't done any exact measurements. Quite a nice view, even if a little distorted because of the wide angle lens at around trap 2. But overall, it's not that bad. They had missed two logs on my neighbor's property where they were doing some clear cutting this winter, and there seems to be a little bit of an attack on them. I go slow because I want to see what the progress on the little beetles are. And here it seems they haven't even laid the eggs yet, so they must have started late in this section, or if they have already laid eggs in another part of the log and move over and try to do a new batch of eggs, because in the other end of the log there are a few, and these have been laid quite early because there are a few white beetles that have hatched and will start to evolve. I will debark these, but I have left them for now to see the progress and what kind of growth they have this year. Last summer was quite bad for them. I think some of the previous summers before that they have seen a lot more. And here is the other log that I recently found, and there is some activity in that one also, but it doesn't seem to really be a lot of larvae and beetles as I have seen in previous years, going back a little, so that's good. Did check on some of the spruce that was planted earlier this spring here, and we had quite a long dry spell, drought, a couple of weeks, and that's not good when you have newly planted trees. But this was quite far down where it's a little bit wetter compared to further up the hill, so most of them have survived for now, it seems. A couple have for sure died, so I will need to go over this maybe this autumn or next spring. Uh, did found a broken off top. We had heavy snow loads up around the house this winter, and there are not that many big trees lost their top, but quite a few of the smaller suppressed trees fell over, and I could see signs of the little brother, the six-toothed bark beetle. The renovation around the front porch on the house, the upper part is done, so the working platform we had used could be moved out of the way. Back to the bark beetles. I missed recording trap number 4. It didn't have really a whole lot of it. It hasn't previously, and up around the house it hasn't been a whole lot either. It's the ones closer to the end that have more of them. Number 6, not much. But there are some. I do try to save all the other bugs that get caught in the trap, and some of them are apparently enemies of the bark beetle, according to some Facebook post I read recently. I will have video footage of something that's supposed to be good at if they eat bark beetles, or if they lay eggs and their larvae eats bark beetle eggs. I have no clue, but here is a log that the log trucks forgot on my property, and there is activity in it. It's not extreme, not even close to what I see. Maybe something like last summer that I don't think was particularly good for them. Opening up a side like this, it could be all white some of the years before that, when it was even drier and hotter. Here I'm trying to save a bug here, and this is supposed to be an ant beetle, myrbagge in Swedish, and they are apparently good. I don't know what they do, as I said earlier, but according to some Facebook posts they are good. Here is a close-up picture of it. I think that's it. At least I'm not very good with the bugs. I know what the bark beetles look like by now. And here is the log I left on purpose. It's had a little bit of rot at the end. It could have been sent off as pulp, but I wanted this as kind of a reference. I have a trap close to it to see if they would be attracted to the trap more than the log itself. But it seems, and here I see kind of the most activity in this spot. So, and here you have the white young beetles. They will need to eat up and darken and go black before they are ready to swarm in another couple of weeks. I would guess within 3 weeks. As I said, traps have been out for almost a month and a half, and it's about, I think it's about 60 days, 8 weeks or something for them to develop from when they are laid. But it wasn't a whole lot of them when opening up the sides, so it wasn't like the log was totally covered. One spot it seemed to have a lot. I will debark these known logs, hopefully next week, depending on other work. And the rest of the traps here show some more than others, but it's still not a whole lot more than last year, and that gives me some comfort. Had they increased a whole lot, I would be a lot more worried. And now it seems we are getting some rain and some colder weather. Here is a bit of an overgrown ditch that will get some cleanup this summer also. That's it for the bark beetle report. It was cleaning them out for the third time of the season, a month and a half in.